Okay, good morning everyone. Finally, I'm making the promise of streaming right. I'm kind of late, I know, but here I am. So, why do I make the streaming? I decided that this would be the time for you answer questions because you asked me a lot of time on the email and even in the comments, especially about Egyptian men and that you are in love with Egyptian men and you have some problem and you don't know how to solve it. And also, I will speak a little bit about my book. So, firstly, I will say what is on my heart, okay? And in the meantime, you can write me anything you wish to ask me. And at the end, when I will finish my speech, so I will read a comment and I will try to answer you hopefully. I wish I could make this, let's say, at least once per week. I want to make it really often because the question is really too much. Unfortunately, I'm not able to respond really everyone. I always try to pick up the most important question or the most important problem. But if it's some common problem which I was reading or listening to 100 times, so I'm doing it. But maybe I will tell you go to read my book or watch my videos because it's really so much people are writing me nowadays. So this I believe the streaming will be the solution for this. You can ask me anything, and I'm here for you. I'm ready to answer anything. Okay, so let's go on. So, firstly, about my book on Fall in Love with Egyptian Man. I wrote it 2 years ago. It's a long time, so if you still don't know it, it's kind of old book. 2 years for me is really a lifetime. And actually, why did I write a book? A lot of people ask me this, why did I write it? Like, why I'm trying to attack the Egyptian man. I would like to tell you that I don't try to attack anyone, but it was a time when I was working actually with Vanessa Bermudez, if you know her. She has her YouTube channel also called Latina in Cairo, even Facebook page. And she actually fell in love with my articles and she became my friend and she always supported me to write more about the Egypt, even the history about the Egypt man, whatever. So, um, but there was a time when I listened from all the sides that the embassies in Egypt from every country, USA, Europe, really, Philippines also, really a lot, was in 1 month simply declaring and asking the woman to stop falling in love with the Egyptian man. Really. They declared also like this exactly on the internet, especially on the Facebook. And it was really so big problem because there were so many divorces, so many children were suffering. Children why? Because the European married an Egyptian man and then she wanted to divorce, right? And she didn't know how to escape from Egypt with the babies. So I felt really sorry for it, and I was speaking with Vanessa about it that we have to do something about it, that we have to stop it. Like I was starting to like asking myself why this is happening, and that when I was thinking a long time, even about me when I married an Egyptian man because my husband is Egyptian and I'm happily married a lot of years to be honest, like 10 years I'm happily married, and still I'm continuing my marriage. So I was thinking there's a problem that simply the foreign people do not know Egypt and do not know its tradition and customs. So if they come here, what will happen, right? Of course they will get hurt and fall in love very easy with Egyptian man because every Egyptian man is, let's say, very handsome, and for us foreigner, they can trick us and fake us very easy. Really, they are very romantic boys, and they are master in love. Really, they are. So then I get the idea to write a book, to write a book with a rules, which if every woman read it, so she can act upon it and she can protect herself. So that was my reason why I wrote the book because I wanted to help a woman and I wanted to stop the work of scammers. I know a lot of people say that scammers are in every country. Yes, it's true. I agree on this statement. But in Egypt, it's a real job. Girls are trusting scammers in Egypt. It's like nowhere in the world. They have really business. It's a real business for the man, and they don't feel ashamed for it. Okay, some yes, some not, but it depends on the education of the man, how educated the man is. Maybe you will not believe me now, this sentence, because if you're foreigner, we have it really abroad, absolutely different. But here in Egypt, the education really matters because this is country when you can really find ignorant people. And this is not insulting, this is the realistic point of Egypt, really. There are people who cannot read, who cannot write, who cannot count till 10. Really, this is exist. It's a problem of the country itself. But these men, these ignorant men, are the most perfect men about the love and about the faking the women. So, and especially they fake them for what? For money and for getting out of the country. And of course, mostly they go for the older women, the mature women. Even like 20 years older than them, they don't have problem. Important that they will be in comfort and they will help even this way their own family. It's a little bit cruel, or I know I don't want to insult anyone, really, I don't want, but this is like this. So that's why I wrote the book. I guess it is not like this. If you want more details, what I wrote in the book, so you have to go read it, right, or listen it on the YouTube. It's for free there. Uh, so that's why I wrote it and how it all actually started the idea. And when I wrote the book and I published it, it was really massive because I chose a very hard title. I know it, but I made it for a reason. Because I wanted the girls to get really attention. You know that every girl will notice this book. Every girl who loves Egyptian, she will notice this and she will read it. And I succeed in it. Even I knew before I published it that it will be a very negative opinion about it, and it happened, and it's until now, and it's okay. I know it, and I counted on it, but I believe it works because it really helped already so many women this book and really saved the women life. I've been such a sad stories with the girl. I every girl which write me some sad stories, so I live it with her really, and I wish to help every woman. But sometimes it's too late and it's not possible. But thanks to my book which I wrote, I can protect you easily before something bad happens, which I'm really grateful for. Right. And my point is when I published it, a lot of people bought it immediately, like in 1 week. Really, 100 people bought my book, and I got like pretty famous in this time 2 years ago on Facebook and the internet, even in my own country in Europe, and even in here in Egypt. Until nowadays, like if I met with some unknown person here in Egypt and I tell him this name of the book, so they immediately know, like, oh my God, you are the writer, and like I became even famous for this year. And I don't wanna say I was glad for it, not at all. I was even in Egyptian newspapers, but after like time, like when the book was still viral after 1 year, I get bored of myself to listen it over and over. I can tell you honestly, like I wanted to stop, please, for a moment, give me a rest, but it wasn't possible. But now, after the 2 years, of course, it's fading, and many people asking me to write a second part of it. But I don't have a clear idea what the second part will be about because I believe in the one book. Even it's short, but it's describing all the points which I wanted. Well, but if you want a second part, maybe you must give me some idea what it should be about. Okay? And maybe you would like to know where you can buy the book or where you can read it. So you can buy it on my blog, directly from my blog, or on Amazon. I publish it as ebook and even hard copy book, so you can read it as a real book if you prefer it. Okay, because for example, I don't like ebooks at all, so I have to stand you in this. So that's why I choose the Amazon platform. And in Egypt, it's not available in any book shop. Even I thought about it and I had the offers, but then the coronavirus came and it everything actually screwed up. Because I was supposed to have here even in Egypt a meeting with the people, and I already paid it and booked a place where we'll meet and we'll discuss it like live. But thanks coronavirus, you know, you know well what I mean. I don't have to say more. Fine. Now I would like to read you maybe some question which you give me, like for example, and I will try to answer on this live. So maybe just give me a second. Where I find it? Yes. Here we go. Yeah, so the first question is very good. It's hello, I'm new here. My question is why Egyptian man is easy to get mad. It's for me a little bit funny question, but it's true. Um, but why? Yeah, Egyptian people simply have a hot blood. It's really like this. It will be my only answer because they are hot blood, so they speak too fast, think so fast, and they don't think what will happen after. You know. And it's true, they can really get mad on anything, but the madness is not a real, and it's maybe a critical point which you have to notice. If you tell them something and he gets very easy mad at you, so he can very easy get calm at you again. But the point is how you will act. What I noticed so Egyptian doing it this way, they start to scream on each other, but in the same second they smile at each other, and the smile broke everything back, and they are calm again. So the key is a smile. Smile and you will have paradise with your Egyptian man. He will not get mad. Then, wait a second. Yeah, here's question. Hello, sister. I'm new here. My boyfriend is Egyptian man, and we both almost 3 years in long distance relationship. But sometimes I have a doubt if he truly loves me. I need advice from you. We both didn't meet yet, but I'm hoping that he will come here in my country. Thank you so much. I hope you can help me. So this is actually a problem. Maybe if you listened to my last video about my story with my husband, so I mentioned there that I also met my husband on Facebook, but please, this has happened like more than 10 years ago. And in my time, the Facebook was really a little bit different than it's now. It completely changed. Really, everything changes, right? And if this is long relationship, sorry, long distance relationship, and they didn't see, but they are in love, of course, it can work. From my own experience, it can work. But honestly, nowadays in our age, I will not believe that easy. Really, I will not believe that easy. Because simply you have to see the person alive, how he react with you, how he speak with you, how he treat you. Um, Not like he tell you across internet, hey, I love you, and I already plan to marry him. Uh, this doesn't work like this anymore, I believe. And as I mentioned before, you must know each other very well, right? So even the language, if you don't speak very well English, neither does he, this is no problem. So, as I told before, I recommend it all the time also before you come Egypt. Also, learn some basic of Arabic language. They speak English, I don't say they know, even French. But if you learn their language before you come, it will be more easy for you. So this girl actually wish her big luck, but I will not say this will really work out. Even who knows, I already wish, but she mentioned one thing more that she wish he will come to her country. So this is impossible. Girls, this is really working like this. If Egyptian men wanna go out from a country, it's a really very big problem, and this will be on another whole video why. But I can tell you shortly. This is the army problem here, and most of the Egyptians who are going out freely from Egypt are very, very, very rich people, and I don't think this will be the case, to be honest. So if your man is not very rich, like even in normal level, he will not be able to go out from country. So you will always have to come to Egypt first. Okay, I hope I do it very clear. Mm, Here. Hello, I really enjoy your content, very informative. I recently met an Egyptian Muslim man online and he seemed genius. But he told me that as a Muslim man, he can't have female friends. Is that common to Muslim men? Thank you. Yeah, actually, this man is good. Even Egyptian man tell you this, he cannot speak to a woman, not you. So it means he's good Muslim because in our religion it really is like this. We are not allowed to speak, like men are not allowed to speak to girls and girls are not allowed to speak with men. If simply they want to marry, so they go directly ask for her hand. They don't flirt her, they don't make a friendship, they propose immediately. That's how it works here in Egypt with Egyptian girls. So yes, uh, this true is common with Muslim men is good, and he seemed really good man. Okay, another question. Here. Hello, sister. I'm Christian, and my Egyptian boyfriend is a Muslim, and we have been together for 3 long years, and so far we are doing well together. I just want to ask you if it's possible for me to get engaged or married to him without converting to Islam. Yes, of course. If a Muslim man, Egyptian Muslim man, he can marry believer woman, whatever she is, Christian or Jewish or Muslim. You don't have to convert to Islam. Converting to Islam should be your own decision, really, only your own. No man should force you, and you definitely should not convert because of a man. Absolutely not. This must be really all about you and your heart and your gut and your faith and your destiny. Okay, if someone forces you, it's really not good. So, but here's the question: Muslim men can marry Christian women? Absolutely normal. Okay, here another. I am a Filipino and am engaged to an Egyptian man. Supposed to will get married after Ramadan, but unfortunately, pandemic arise. I didn't mean this man personally, because we avoid seeing each other before marriage. Thought I agreed with the marriage. Sometimes there are doubts coming in my mind. What I hold on to is my dua to Allah. Grant me this man to be my better half and make me closer to the deen. Uh, this can be very tricky. As I told before, a minute ago, too, I don't like this when you didn't meet the person. Because, again, in Egypt, when the Egyptian man go propose to the girl, okay, he proposed directly. As I told, he doesn't speak, but he see the girl. Firstly, always they go see the woman, how she look like, even the listener, how she speak. Okay, everything in front of the parents, so there is no impoliteness or something like this. But this only on the internet. They didn't see each other, and they already planned to marry. This is for me kind of madness. I will not recommend to do this really. Come to Egypt, okay? Come to him, see him, speak to him, and then if you understand after some long time, discuss the marriage, but not immediately. Okay. Mm, Thanks for this video. It helps me a lot. I'm a Filipino again, and I have Egyptian friend who wants to be my boyfriend, and I really don't know if he is sincere and truthful for his words. He asked me to come in Alexandria after this pandemic and get married with him, but I have doubts. I don't want to believe him so easy. So many promises. Absolutely agree. So many promises, so many hard words, so easy is really not good. This I personally will not go for absolutely. But as I told, go again, go to Egypt, come see him in Alexandria. I'm here in Alexandria, so we can even meet together if you wish, and see how he reacts with you first. Then and only then discuss some marriage, not before. Another, this is really hard. So you judge all Egyptian men due to your experience. I'm kidding. No, I don't judge all Egyptian men only with my experience. Absolutely not. I believe that I gain thousands and thousands of experience of another different woman than me here in Egypt, and because I already help a lot of women, so I believe I have the experience to answer this. But I don't judge anyone. Here, I'm curious why so many Eastern European women are in Egypt married to Egyptian men. Is it better life in Egypt, or is your country unemployment and poverty? No, 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 no. For example, I came from Europe. Okay, and now I will speak for myself. I came from Europe, but my country is absolutely not poor, no poverty, nothing. But on my case, I left Egypt since I was a kid, and I wanted to be here. That's why I came here. And many women who live here has the similar things as me. That they fall in love to Egypt mostly because of the history of Egypt. And once you come to Egypt, it's absolutely new life, really. Uh, it's something good and something bad. The good thing is about the religion and about the people. The Egyptian people are so white-hearted, even if, for example, they think about money all the time. This is a bad thing, absolutely, definitely. But how they treat each other, how they ask about each other all the time, and helping each other, it's really something nice, and you will get used to it very easy. So even you see then the rubbish here in Egypt, right? And that in Egypt you can find a good paid job and like these things. But the point of the family and the point of people, how they help each other and how they treat you, um, as I told, it's like a drug. Then you go back to Europe and you find yourself, you have very good money, very good flight, very good life, but actually your life is empty. And this words can confirm you really everyone who lives here in Egypt, I believe. We all say the same points. Simply the treating the people, it's absolutely amazing. And I never experienced this in another country really. And once we arrived to Egypt, or at least I felt so, every time I came to Egypt, I feel so. I when I cross the borders, I mostly like start to cry and cry, and I feel like I'm cleaning from inside. My heart is cleaning, my body is cleaning, my soul is cleaning. Like everything the better the experience in Europe is going here away, and I gain here the calmness, and I can actually enjoy the life here. You know, and also you will feel like a never-ending party here, on the start. Okay, it will fade away after like 1 month, but the first month here in Egypt, because of the nightlife, um, you really feel you don't know what date it is, if it's morning or it's night, but you will really feel like in a party. Really believe my words and remember it when you cross the borders of Egypt. These are 2 points: the cleanness of your heart and the enjoyment of the party. It will really happen and it's happening with everyone. And there's one more point, third point, which is happening with a lot of people when they are going out of Egypt. They mostly get sad and they are thinking how to go back to Egypt again. Even as I told you, there's many negativity, but simply there's something about Egypt. I cannot describe what is it exactly, but I call it a magic of Egypt. The Egypt simply catch you and he will never let you go. Once you go to Egypt, you will never leave Egypt the same way as you come. Fine, I will finish my monologue. Let's say I believe I took so many time. I didn't plan this even. So I will just watch now and let's see. Yeah, give me some comments. So let's go. Okay, just greet me. So I'm happy all that you listen me, that you'll be here. I will answer you. So hello everyone. Really, thank you for joining this podcast. Thank you so much. And if you have any question in the future, so ask me anytime you want. Okay? As I thought, I will make this streaming at least once a week, maybe more often. I'll always find some another topic to speak about, and we will enjoy all. So thank you so much. And if anyone doesn't have any other question, so I wish you sweet dreams and see you next time. Okay? Bye bye.